I think we can create new jobs with a clean, renewable energy future. We can be investing in those kinds of jobs and new technology. You know, I outline it here because I'm convinced that if we get smart about clean, renewable energy, we'll be able to create at least 5 million new jobs across Wisconsin and America. Now, how would we do that? Well, we would start by saying that we'll have a strategic energy fund to make investments in clean, renewable energy technologies. And we're going to pay for it because Barbara Lawton told you, I don't propose anything unless I tell you how I would pay for it. Because I don't want to take any money from anybody unless it can be put to a good use that will help us as a country. We're going to take the tax subsidies away from the oil companies. They do not need your money to make a big profit. You know, we have a history in America of subsidizing certain industries, and that makes sense at certain points in our history. So for a long time, we've subsidized the oil and gas industry. And they've taken your hard-earned tax dollars and put them to work on exploration and drilling and extraction, but they don't need it anymore. We need to have competition for carbon-based fuels. That's why we need to invest in solar and wind and geothermal and biofuels. I've done a lot of work in New York with our dairy farmers on methane and looking for other ways of using byproducts of dairy farming for energy production. I don't think we even know everything that we can possibly use for energy and to do it efficiently. So if we take the tax subsidies away, and if we also say, look, $40 billion in the last quarter was ExxonMobil's profits, I think a windfall profits tax on some of that in order to jumpstart our economy, to put people to work in clean energy makes sense. And the reason it's so important is we all know we're dependent on foreign oil. We all know that we have a problem with global warming. So it's security and for our environment and for our economy. Now, I don't expect we'll be able to start doing what I have outlined until we have a new president. But we need to be more energy efficient. We need to be looking to see how we get more electricity from renewable sources. You know, I was down in Milwaukee because of the snow yesterday, and there are a lot of people of German descent who live in Milwaukee. Well, Germany's made a big commitment to solar power. Germany's employing hundreds of thousands of people putting solar panels on buildings, helping to retrofit public buildings and private buildings so that they can use solar power. Now, the last time I looked, Wisconsin had as many sunny days as Germany. And so you could be putting people to work right here on behalf of solar power if your government gave you the support through the tax system, through the incentives. That's what I will do as your president. And for the mayors who are here, retrofitting public buildings, making them more energy efficient. You may not be able to do that on your own, but I've proposed a green building fund that cities and counties could draw upon because we have proven that if you make relatively minor adjustments, you know, the thickness of the glass in the window, for example, better insulating the heating and cooling systems, you can save money in a relatively short period of time. So there's a lot for us to do. We're an innovative people. We just have to start acting like it again. We have to be back in the solutions business and innovating our way into the future.